Alright, fast on your back for another one. Um, this one's going to be a bit difficult. I think it's my fourth video at the moment, and you can probably hear my dog barking in the garden. 6 years ago, I'm trying to look through the camera. There you go. Got ya. 6 years ago, 2 days prior, I tried to sat down live. I took a massive overdose and ended up in hospital for 9 days. During that time, had a massive seizure, and I told you that some of this is going to be pretty dark, and yeah, it's just 6 years, and I was in such a bad place. It's probably gone for 2 or 3 years before. I don't know if anyone could actually relate or get. I have an absolutely massive self destruct button. I can say that I'm fine 9 times out of 10, but well, I guess everyone with this illness actually says that they're fine many times in their life when you're not, and it completely wears you down. Um, Lying to my friends, saying that I was alright. Yeah, not the best. So it got to a head. There was a female involved. Um, Not embarrassed to admit it, she rejected me, but obviously, uh, that was probably about 8 months before what actually happened. Wouldn't say anything happened really. Didn't really say I was not in the position to. So, um, I was, I was just broken, and like I say, it's one of my many attempts, and I get these, always get these questions. Are you glad that it didn't succeed? And I'm always never know how to answer that, because I'm happy to be alive. Mm, yeah, but I can't actually really say. Yeah, uh, I'm fine with it. No, I, I I want to be, and I want to be for my parents, my sister, my brother-in-law. Um, Not sure if had it again I'd do it, but I'm not that. I'm not that person. It's with me. It's a complete pressure cooker. Um, I, to be honest with you, I probably couldn't even say the thing that annoyed me in the first place because it had been that many years. So No, um, it, it just builds up and builds up, and like I say, I have a complete self-destruct button that I'm sort of when I don't know if anyone can relate to it when you're actually fine and doctors are telling you you're fine, shrinks are telling you you're fine, and you're just literally waiting for it to go wrong. Um, I get that a lot. I it it is the worst one because you're just waiting for something to go wrong, and yeah, that is very difficult. So I've got to go now. I think I'm back now. The day that I did it, I was in hospital all night. They were worried I was going to cardiac arrest, and I ended up in an ICU for that night, and they moved me to another ward, but I can't remember really moving to that other ward. They were trying to look after me, but it was difficult at best. Um, my feelings at the time was I just actually didn't want to be here, and I didn't care. Honestly, I did not care. Anyway, I've got to come back later because people are. So, yeah, sorry about that. During that 9 days in hospital, had a massive seizure. I probably went out for about 30 cigarettes. I don't smoke anymore, but that day I hadn't slept for about 36 hours. And the anxiety was through the roof. It was not nice. Um, for the last time, I guess, though I can't really remember. I went outside from what I've been told for a cigarette, collapsed on the floor, and I was fitting from the overdose that I'd taken. I ended up with a small cut on the back of my head, a nasty bruise on my elbow, and a really bruised jaw. I have no memory about this, so I can only go on what people say. I woke up, I don't know, maybe 5, 10 minutes after um, having a brain scan, which was clear. So they just kept me in hospital for another 4 or 5 days after, and it wasn't just keeping me in the hospital. They didn't section me or anything like that. They gave me things to cope in a nutshell. They sent me to a hope centre, which was about 5 miles from my house, and it was 6, 7 weeks course. I could go basically as they will take me there in a paid taxi, and take me back, which was great for me because I didn't have to see anyone because of my anxiety. And at the hospital, they were really, really good, amazing. Had had they a section there, I don't think that would have been so good. But my brain had kind of cleared after the seizure. Um, I've read up about it a lot that you do get electric shock treatment, and I wouldn't recommend it having a seizure, but I naturally had one, and it kind of cleared my depression for a bit, and I was up for everything, trying to do things. Like I say, it's not not something I would do given choice, but it's it's one of them hard ones. Um, I I said this would be honest, and I said I would talk about dark stuff, and I wish it hadn't come off for the fourth or fifth video that I've done, but it needs to sort of be out there because no one actually, unless you're in it, goes through it. My self destruct button hit years before that, and it was just a massive pressure cooker of things happening. And yeah, completely, I was broken. I wasn't even. I don't recognise the pictures of myself because I don't think I'm there. If you know what, the lights are on, but there's no one up there because you've got something there that you're dealing with all the time. Um, yeah, I think. Ooh, yes, I had a lot of Spartans afterwards, and I loved the club, and everyone was in the immediate future. This happened during the summer. The immediate future, I got a lot of support from them. A lot. I always get support from them because they're amazing people. Um, I've I've had one where they've even offered to pay for me to go to counselling. Um, I politely refused because I don't think the club should pay for that. I think it should be down to the person, not the person that they will find a way. It's hard to say. They will find a way to help themselves. Um, no, I don't know. Not sure how to say that. Um, all right, scrap that bit. I can't do editing, but Um, if you've got someone behind you and you have no other way out, uh, that's a poor choice of words. But if you have no funds or nothing to do and someone offers you help, go for it. But I had other means of getting the help, and for me, I didn't want to be the person that disappointed everyone if it didn't work. I know that sounds crazy, but if everyone had invested everything into it and then all of a sudden it doesn't work, then that makes them feel worse. But it would, it would, everyone wants to help you. I mean, that's that's the reason that I'm doing this. I mean, everyone wants to help you, but I don't think everyone knows how to. Um, if if you're in a situation where you don't know how to help yourself, and someone offers you that, go for it. That's what I'd say. Go for it. Um, Not sure I would have done anything differently. Um, I'll always get the age-old question of, "Are you happy that you're still alive?" And yeah, I'm alright with that. Uh, yeah, I'll go with that. Just one of a few times that it's happened to me, and this should be like a five time video, 5 part video, but because it's happened a lot, what I'm trying to do is give it you in short, and you um, how do you say it? You were sort of appreciate what you've got, which sounds cliche, but I never did. I just thought I had nothing. Uh, I thought that everyone was against me, like literally no parents, no friends, nothing. And I think that's where it came from. But like I said, self destruct button. Yeah. Um, you've had me talking at you for about 20 minutes now. So what I'm going to do is call this one a day. And like I say, if anyone ever feels like this, speak to someone, because that is uh, the worst thing that you can do is not talk, because no one knows. I have hidden it so long. I will elaborate in future videos. Um, the worst thing that you can do is not talk, but nature of the beast. Like I say, just if one person gets a little bit of help from these videos, then I've done my job, sort of. I hope everyone looks at them and we don't have mental illness anymore, but I can't see that happening. But if I'm just a little fixture in the cog kind of thing, then yeah, that'll be fine. So, Fast Johnny, subscribe to the channel. We and comment. Um, I will look at the comments, and if you ask me the questions, I'll answer it honestly. But I'm not a doctor, so I will do whatever I can. It's just a friendly ear sometimes that you need. So yeah, Fast on the out, and I will see you in the next one. Love you all.